सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म योग विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण योग वेदांत दर्शन साधन द्वारा आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति एकता कल्याणार्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तर धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम् अनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य श्री व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं कैवल्य मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योग दर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणं नमनं प्रार्थना। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रं तृतीय पादं विभूति पादं सूत्राणि देशबन्ध चित्तस्य धारणा तत्र प्रत्ययेकतानता ध्यानं तदेवार्थमात्र निर्भासं स्वरूपशून्यमिव समाधिः त्रयमेकत्र संयमः तज्जयात् प्रज्ञालोकः तस्य भूमिषु विनियोगः त्रयमन्तरङ्गं पूर्वेभ्यः तदपि बहिरङ्गं निर्वीर्यस्य अव्युत्थाननिरोधसंस्कारयोः आभिभवप्रादुर्भावौ निरोधक्षणचित्तान्वयः निरोधपरिणामः तस्य प्रशान्तवाहिता संस्कारात् सर्वार्थता एकाग्रतयोः क्षयोदयौ चित्तस्य समाधिपरिणामः शान्तोदितौ तुल्यप्रत्ययौ चित्तस्य एकाग्रता परिणामः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Friends, we are studying Yoga Darshana Shastra, a beautiful Shastra, so systematic, perfectly developed, like Vedanta or Bhakti or anyone. It is our inner equipments, inabilities that we may not be able to catch any or every of the topics as well as the connection between them. If we are really pakka, pure, matured, very well disciplined in our reasoning ability, thinking ability, understanding ability, the system that is explained here so beautifully can be understood. In this Yoga Darshanam, for the Uttama Adhikari who is already in the Ekagra Bhumi, only one more Bhumika is to be conquered, that is Nirodha Bhumika. है ना? With that, when the Nirodha is achieved, Yoga Chittavarti Nirodha, Tada Drashtu Swarupe Avasthanam, the Swarupa Avasthiti named Kaivalya is not very far. So to that Uttama Adhikari, Abhyasa and Vairagya are the only two sadhanas set. Those who can't do that, trying to become Ekagra but slipping from it into Kshipta mode of Vikshipta, to that Madhyama Adhikari, three more sadhanas are added. You try for the above two. If you are not able to do, then take up these three things, which is called as Kriya Yoga. So in that Tapaha is said, means what? All the Indriya Mana Niyantrana by all means possible. Swadhyaya is what? With the tapasya, When the India's manas have come into our control, then the Swadhyaya has got two topics. One is of the taking the name of the Lord, which divinizes or strengthens us. With that, the Moksha Shastranam Adhenam is a second meaning of Swadhyaya. We have seen in both times the definition. In the earlier Samadhi Pada also, here also in the second one, the Sadhana Pada. स्वाध्याय इज टेकिंग द लॉर्ड्स नेम, प्यूरिफाइंग अवरसेल्व्स, है ना. स्वाध्याय क्या है कि प्रणवादि मंत्राणाम उच्चारणम मोक्ष शास्त्राणाम अध्ययनम. दिस व्हाट द डेफिनेशन वी गिव, वी स्टडीड एज गिवन बाय व्यास भगवान. सो तपः करो, देन स्वाध्याय करो, wherein we are doing both jobs of taking Lord name. Taking Lord name includes स्तोत्र पठनम भजनम कीर्तन, ये सारा उसमें आ जाते हैं. नाम संकीर्तन, जप इत्यादि. ये कहा तो सारा अंडरस्टैंड करना चाहिए. स्वाध्याय मीन्स मोक्ष शास्त्र अध्ययन. इट इंक्लूड्स ऑल फोर थिंग्स of श्रवणम of मोक्ष शास्त्र and doing the adhyanam by ourselves at home, doing mananam and chintanam. All the meaning of the moksha shastra adhyanam, which is a part of satsvadhyaya sadhana. And we are explaining to you for the madhyamadhikari, the three sadhanas, kriya, yogas that are told, and only to say how clear it is, how systematic it is told. After that, third one is what? Ishvara Pranidhana. What is Ishvara Pranidhana? Two things. One, anything, everything we do, the doer, the doing, or the deed, and the phala. Everything offered to Ishvara. Today's our introduction was that topic only. This offering is done in such a manner that in our lives, every moment, every doing or happening, there is a presence and prameya and participation of the Ishvara. That's called Ishvara Pranidhana. Means in our whole day schedule, even in our inhaling and exhaling breathing also, Paramatma ko bulana is called as Ishvara Pranidhana. No activity in his life is without Ishvara. And it's called Ishvara Pranidhanam. Cooking is for Ishvara. Taking bath for Ishvara. Maintaining the house or family, it is for Ishvara. Doing the Adhyatmika Dhyana Sadhanas, it is for Ishvara. In that way, ईश्वर के बिना हमारा जिंदगी में कुछ भी एक क्षण भी नहीं गुजरना. That's called as ईश्वर प्रणिधान. In that effort only, aham and mama upadhi and mama jivanam, called as samsara, they can be reduced. No other way. Nanya panta vidyate ayana. That is why this Ishvara Pranidhana becomes so crucial in sadhana. So Tapa Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana was sadhana recommended for the Madhyamadhikari who are in Ekagra Bhumi but slipping to the lower Bhumikas. Then the third Mandadhikari or Adhavadhikari, who is only in Kshipta mode of Vikshipta, not able to achieve to the Ekagra Bhumika, to set him right. The third level or sequence of sadhanas, the Ashtanga Yoga is said. And in that also, everything is so systematic. See that? The system in is what? First, our relation with the world has to be proper, streamlined. Then our own personal vyavahara behavior should be set right. Then only we have the adhikara for the third step of asana ityadi. See the system there. How did he decide? All problems come to us as dukkha and naraka. And those dukkha and naraka come to us as a karma phala. And the karma which leads to us to that karma phala called dukkha is the himsa which we do to the world. Therefore, what is the first sadhana for a Dhamma Adhikari or Manda Adhikari? Stop doing himsa to people. See, our outer vyavahara is being set right like that. First, ahimsa karo. Ahimsa karo matlab himsa na karo. Non-harming is the first step of spirituality. For even Mandadhikar. इसके बाद जो कर करके we become मध्यमाधिकारी for क्रिया योगा, उत्तमाधिकारी for अभ्यास वैराग. Then we were told to do the satyam. The other way by which we get caught up in the world The wrongdoing is jhoot bolna. Therefore, set right in our vyavahara of satyam. That satyam includes oral speaking of the truth, and also honesty and loyalty in our professions, in our relations with the world. ये सब सत्यम कहते हैं. Like if you are in your family, taking care of every family member as per your relation to them, that is satyam. If you are an employee in the office, honestly, loyally doing that work is called as satyam. If you are a person living in Bharat Mata, following the constitution is satyam. If you are traveling in the road, following the traffic rules is satyam. Because when these are not done, we are disturbing the rhythm of the totality. Such person can never become sadhaka. Therefore, we were told to do the satyam. Then third one was don't steal the things of others. Therefore, asteyam. Then don't by your sense organs trouble others. Therefore, brahmacharya. Again, don't covet others' things and own as yours, called as aparigraham. So these are all five things by which our relation with the world is made conducive for our spiritual sadhana. In that aparigraha, general explanation we talk about is don't do the parigraha accumulation of the objects. We have to extend the definition. Not only the objects ka parigraha, but more dangerous than that is the parigraha of the people around us. This is very sensitive thing. We don't like to listen to such things. But what to do, because we come to spiritual classes, we are bound to tell, you are bound to listen. More parigraha of people around are there, more obligations we come in, and we become more influenced by their behavior, and we have to change ourselves to suit to them. All of that is nothing but samsara, the nonsense of it. The best thing is what? No parigraha of the people around. मिनिमम एक या दो लोग बस जो हमारे ख्याल रख सकते हैं, हमको हेल्प उतना ही होना है हमको. डोंट डू द एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ एंटायर टेलीफोन डायरेक्टरी के पीपल सारे आपके दोस्त हैं. Hundreds of organizations joining and all. Nowadays this trend in WhatsApp of so many groups, links, I don't know, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. I don't join anywhere बाबा, because nothing greater than आध्यात्मिक शास्त्र अध्ययन and sadhana. We are anyway doing it. In all the groups, other than sending these useless, small, little, less important messages, what can they do? Do we need to go through all that? The one who is trying to study and digest the Upanishads and digest literature of yoga, what is the need of for them about small little things of the world? No need. Therefore, aparigraha includes the objects, aparigraha includes the people, aparigraha includes unnecessary data or information, which troubles our mind. This is how we were told to adjust our life with the world around. Along with these five, anything which comes in the connection of all of them, wherein our vyavahara with the world is neither troubling the world nor distracting our sadhana, वो सब मिलकर यम हो गया. Yama means yamanam, being very disciplined when we live in the world. In that aparigraha means all not collecting the loans from the people for our bhoga, ये सारा उसमें आ जाते हैं. जब का तब एक्सपेंड कर देना, बस हाथ खाली रहना. That's called aparigraha. Now, after achieving our perfection in relating with the world, only the second one we can do of operating on ourselves. This is called niyama sadhana. अपने आप के ऊपर नियम रखना, जगत के साथ यम में रहना. विथ अवर सेल्फ वी हैव टू बी नियम युक्त. दैट इज व्हाई फर्स्ट वन इज शौचम. फर्स्ट नियम इज व्हाट? प्यूरिटी. Purity of this place around, purity of our sharira ityadi, clothes, etc., purity of our speech, and purity of our thoughts and intentions. First one. It is I have to maintain it myself. Second one is most crucial one was Shaucham Santoshaha. Shaucha Santoshaha. The contentment, happiness within us. For any reason, finding happiness is correct. Just like for any reason, finding misery is wrong. What can be the reason for us to be Santosha Yukta? We are human beings. We are alive. Must be happy. संतोष में रहना सीखना. Santosha is freedom from ego. Misery is the nothing but the expression of the strong, solidified ego. Because Atman is never miserable, it is happy. So when we are happy, we are near the Atman. Ego is never happy, it is always miserable. So when we are miserable, we are near to the ego. That is wrong management with ourselves. संतोष हमेशा इन द जॉयफुल कंटेंटेड मूड विथ आवर सेल्स. लोग है कोई गल नहीं, चले गए कोई नहीं, वस्तु मिला कोई नहीं, नहीं मिला कोई नहीं, बी इन संतोष. goes on the world क्या है, according to the things and beings and experiences, losses and gains, there's a big flow. It comes, it stays, it goes. We can't be miserable for any useless thing in the world, especially the people. Recognize any object or person who is giving misery, ruthlessly reject him, including me. If I give you the, don't spare anyone who gives misery. Okay, that is how remain santosha in yourself. Santosha is inside important. And we become miserable because we expect from the people and all that. Stop that nonsense. Santosha. Then comes the third, fourth, fifth, because we have already discussed there. I'll not explain. After Santosh only, the Tapaha. The mind and senses controlled. Manasasindriyanam ekagram paramantapaha. Then only the Swadhyayaha. If my mind senses are so much control uncontrollably, restlessly in the world, how can I take the name of the Lord called as Swadhyaya? How can do the study of Shastras, the other aspect of Swadhyaya? हमेशा मन चंचल ही है, इंद्रियां चंचल ही है, भागी रहे इंद्रियों के वस्तुओं के पीछे. So that is why after tapaha, the swadhyaya is told. Then the last one is Ishvara Pranidhana. Continuously, as we today's introduction was that only. Luckily, it was just a good blessings and coincidence. आज का शुभ का इंट्रोडक्शन वही था ना, ईश्वर का कैसा प्रणिधान करें. All the time prayer to Ishvara, remembering Ishvara, asking the Ishvara to protect us from the Maya, asking Ishvara to give us the correct knowledge, resources, ability to do sadhana. वो करते रहना. ईश्वर के बिना एक मिलीमीटर का इंच भी हमें नहीं हिलना, एक थॉट, एक एक्शन भी नहीं होना. This is what we have to do with ourselves. When in this way, in our relation with the world and with ourselves, we have perfected all these and all other related things. Then only we get the chance and ability for the third one, asana. Asana, though physical thing of sitting at one place, it means that for a long time you are able to stay at one place to do something substantial, subtler inside. Remember, without yama niyama, you can never sit in asana for long time. आसन में बैठ नहीं पा रहे मतलब नियम नहीं किया, नियम नहीं कर पा रहे मतलब यम नहीं किया. Only when I deal with the world properly, the worldly obligation goes, then I get a chance to apply on myself called niyama. Only through niyama when I discipline myself, then इत्मीनान से एक जगह बैठ सकते हैं, called as asana, आराम से. Then comes the management of the energies. So the outer vyavahara management, my own personal management, then the body management. The body management is asana. In that you can add all asanas, minimum asanas required to be done, so that we have mastered the body wherein it is not disturbing us. We are able to sit 1 hour, 2 hours unmovingly, stably. Then work on your own. The next level called as prana shakti, the energy kosha, pranamaya kosha. That is why the pranayama. Without asana, you can't do pranayama. Without niyama, you can't do asana. Without yama, you can't do the niyama. And these four yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, when fully done, then only the pratyahara. What is pratyahara we have studied? Natural withdrawal of all our faculties. Ahara means the indriyas going and consuming the things of the world. Pratyahara means indriyas are not going and not consuming. Here is where which is a bridge between the Bahiranga and Antaranga sadhanas, where because we are aiming at some higher spiritual goal, naturally all our faculties are withdrawn from anything else. Pratyahara is the greatest stage of spiritual life, wherein neither we are calling anybody nor we are called by anybody for any meaningless purposes. I'm just hinting very broad sentence. In that, whatever the meanings are there, you must catch it. Pratyahara means what? Pratyahara is indriya related sadhana, where our indriyas are not running into the world, either pushed by the mind or pulled by the outer shabda sparsha. ना कुछ सुनना है मुझे, ना कुछ बोलना है मुझे, ना कुछ देखना है मुझे, ना कुछ दिखाना है मुझे. That's called as pratyahara. Only when we do the yamanima asana pranayama, that the pratyahara sthiti of naturally we are with ourselves will happen. मैं मेरे साथ हुई नहीं एक्चुअली, भाग ही रहा हूं दुनिया के पीछे, राम 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 राम. जिंदगी भर कोई ना कोई बंदा वस्तु, कोई ना आउटर एक्टिविटी. आई एम नेवर विथ माई सेल्फ टू ऑपरेट ऑन माई सेल्फ. The pratyahara is the systematic sadhana. Only after doing up to this the pratyahara called bahiranga, then we are given the mind for our operation, the inner sadhanas, the antaranga sadhana. In the antaranga, the three, each of them are complete and important. What are the three antaranga sadhanas? Dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Dharana, deshabandha chittasya. One place the chitta should be. Dhyana on one object in that one place only, the chitta. And samadhi, as long as we have decided for that time. So if the place is my own hridaya, dharana. Bhagavan's charana is a vastu, that's called dhyana. 1 hour I want to meditate on that without any dissimilar distractive thoughts, distractive. That is called as samadhi. And when all the three are achieved, one place, one object for the decided period of time, that achievement in technical word is called as samyama. Trayamekatra samyama. See that? Chitta goes in deshakala vastu, thus collects all the vasanas, samskaras, which project or which push the chitta to create the vrutthis again and again, identifying with which I become samsari. Vrittisarupyam itaratra. For removing the samskaras, much before that, the new samskaras we should not allow to form. For not allowing the new samskaras to form, the chitta has to be samyama. It is not going anywhere. Where you want, there only. It's not going to any object. Where it is required, there only. In the length of the time. You know, first achieve this samyama. Then you operate this samyama. Before that, once the samyama is achieved, the beauty of the samyama achievement is what? Tat jayad prajnaloka. Prajnaloka means samprajnata samadhi. Or prajnaloka means the birth of viveka khyati. That there is something other than this matter, there is a Purusha. That Purusha is me. Identifying with that Purusha is the realization, the chance to listen to these things, the ability to contemplate on these things, and the ability to understand the truth of them. All of that is called Viveka Khyati. That is called as Prajna Aloka here. Accordingly, therefore, how to behave in this world at every moment, protecting myself, that Prajna always will be available to me. My role in the world. Neither it should be liability to me nor to the world. Only it should be useful or asset. Then only I involve. Otherwise, वही वहां से चला जाऊंगा. So what is pravritti? What is nivritti? All that clarity is called prajnaloka. That is awakened only after Sanyam. With the prajna only, we save ourselves from the world, world from ourselves, and we save our spiritual sadhana or sadhaka in us. Not otherwise. प्रज्ञा आलोक बहुत जरूरी है, wherein not a movement is happening without prajna, without wisdom, without understanding, without the authentic knowledge. With prajna aloka, the prajna chakshu opened, we don't do even one wrong thing, after which we have to say sorry or feel regretted. क्योंकि प्रज्ञा खुल गया मुझे. Everywhere I know what food to eat, how much to eat. I know whether to watch TV or not. I know whether to talk to someone or not. I know means from the standpoint of my sadhana. Very clearly I know it doesn't take any efforts to do yes, say yes and do if it's required, and say no and avoid if it's not required. That's called prajna lok. कोई बुला रहा है मुझे इधर उधर जाने को, एक सेकंड भी नहीं लगता कि वो जाना जरूरत है कि नहीं. प्रज्ञा लोक खुला है तो एक सेकंड में पता चलता है. The issue is what? Only for time pass. But my life is not for passing or wasting time. So say no to him. Or he says, I'm going to hospital to see that person who was a part of our group. But that is required. Therefore, immediately the Prajna Aloka says, Chalo jao, but 2 minutes, milo, wish karo, aajao. Prajna will be open to correctly say whether to do the pravritti or nivritti. What a powerful thing that Prajna Loka, if it is coming to us. Tajayat Prajna Loka. Then comes this Samyama to be used in every of the bhumi. What are the bhumis? Again, Pancha Bhumikas. Use it for the Muda Bhumika. Come out of it. Use it for the Kshipta Bhumika. Come out of it. Use it for the Vikshipta Bhumika. Come out of it. And use it for the Ekagra Bhumika. Then Niruddha Bhumika. Then Samadhi Bhumika. This is what we are studying now. Latest. Nirodha Parinama, Samadhi Parinama, and then Ekagrata Parinama we have to see. Those two things again summarizing, isko bhi ek baar summarize karke, then these Samyama Chitta has its influence on Bhuta as well as Indriyas also. Bhuta means Panchamahabhuta. Panchamahabhuta made Shariradi. So too the Indriyas, the Karmendriya Jnanendriya. वो क्या है हमको ये आगे वाला सूत्र 12 नंबर बताएगा. So before that, Bhumishu Vinyogaha, 5-10 minutes we'll study. Then we go to that topic. Tomorrow when we come, we will see it. Just only a browsing through, just to see whether we are in line with Yoga Adhyayanam or just as a time pass, time waste कर रहे हैं. तो मेरे लिए खासकर था just to correlate all the sutras and the whole thing. We can cover today, though very precisely, the Samadhi Pada, we have done the Vibhuti Pada, Sadhana Pada, and even Vibhuti Pada we have entered today. इस 20-25 मिनट में सारा हमने एक विहंग वीक्षण देखा. For more detail, every sutra with Bhashya again we have to study. Now tomorrow when we come, तस्य भूमिषु विनियोगा और एक बार देखकर how on the Bhuta and Indriya Parinama also we will see today, tomorrow. This sutra is lot of details. Sutra number 12, the Bhashya for it runs in 2-3 pages. है ना. एतेन भूतेन्द्रियेषु धर्म लक्षण अवस्था परिणामाः व्याख्याताः. बिग 2.5 पेज का है, 2 पेज पढ़ेंगे हम धीरे धीरे. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Let us meet tomorrow. Thank you.